Tonight, you will dream about becoming lucid and learning to fly. The dream will take place in an enchanted kingdom, protected on both sides by tall, majestic mountains. It is a place which you can visit anytime you wish. It is a place you can retreat to when you want to soar across the skies or explore the castle village, which winds through the two tall, jagged mountains. Just being there completely heals your mind and frees your soul. When you awake, you will feel fully refreshed and renewed, full of confidence and motivation to take on the coming day. As you listen to this dream incubation, try to imagine the scenes in as full detail as possible, with as many colors and shapes as possible. And really try to feel yourself inside this dream, as if you were having it, right here, right now. You may use the pictures provided, if you wish, to help you visualize the scenes. The more you do this exercise, the better your visualization will be. This means more successful incubations. Please listen to this audio until its completion, as there are subliminal affirmations playing after the dream exercise has ended. Take a deep breath all the way in. Hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let it all out. Breathe all the way out. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, take a deep breath all the way in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now let it all out. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Take a deep breath all the way in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all the way out. Hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe normally, letting the breath find its own rhythm. As the dream begins, you find yourself lying comfortably in a large, soft bed. Outside, a bird whistles a cheerful morning tune. And you wonder what you were just dreaming about. Oh yes, you remember. You were having the strangest dream of being on a spaceship or something. And there was a person named Sleepy Bob who had a spotted blue tail. You chuckle softly to yourself and climb out of bed. Your bedroom is large and spacious. and a warm, golden light filters in through the closed blinds. The walls are a deep emerald green, and as you look closer, you see they are embroidered with an intricate pattern, which shines like gold but is of the richest green color. The curtains are milky white and appear to have been drawn back to take in the morning glow. You are in a room fit for the highest king, and before you know it, you are searching around for your crown. The carpet is plush and a creamy beige, and your feet gladly drag themselves through it as you search the room. The furniture is carved of a dark mahogany and are pieces of art in themselves. The bed towers over you with 4 tall posts. The bed knobs are made of solid ruby. While searching for your crown under your silky white pillow, a thought occurs to you. This could be a dream. You stand up straight and pull your hands up to your face. You look at your left hand. You count your fingers using the index finger of your right hand, starting with the thumb of your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have reached your pinky, but it is not the last one. 6. You try again, just in case. 1, 2, 3. Your middle finger is quite shorter than it should be, and you look for no further evidence. A rush of excitement races through you. I'm dreaming, you think gleefully to yourself. You take a deep breath and do not let yourself get too excited. You begin to think of things you can do while lucid dreaming, and the answer arises instantly. You have always wanted to fly. You walk to the window and open it wide, throwing back the shutters and basking in the warm light of a beautiful, sun-kissed morning. Your room is high, 3 stories at least, and the quickest way out is right through the window. A village lies beneath you, under the tall, steep hill on which your castle sits. It spans out for at least a mile and rests inside the crevice of 2 jagged mountains on both sides. You can see the golden sun as it rises directly between these 2 mountains and right over the village, and are glad to be able to take in this view without any damage to your eyes. Okay, you want to fly. You look down from your window and take a deep breath, hoping it won't be too hard to fly. Just leap out and don't fall, right? Suddenly you find you have climbed up into the windowsill. You have absolutely no idea how you are going to do this. But here goes. The village rises to greet you as you plummet towards the well-kept castle grounds. Just before hitting the ground, you close your eyes and visualize something to break your fall. Your body sinks into a thick cloud, which then dissipates, and you land softly on the ground. Well, that didn't work. You have landed on the edge of the hill, and with a quick sprint, you jump off and plunge, spread eagle, towards the village. Fly, you yell aloud, but are unsure if there's anything you should do. The sky above is a rich sapphire blue, and mighty pillars of creamy, white clouds tower over you. For a moment, you feel your body hovering weightlessly in the air. But soon you notice that you are not flying at all, but merely falling very gracefully. You land gently on the lawn of a 2-story house, next to a row of white daisies. A bed of grass tickles the back of your neck, and as you lay facing up, you can see the castle, towering above on top of the steep hill from which you just leapt. Its majestic stone walls feel so familiar to you. And although you have remembered to be dreaming and that this is not really you also have fond memories of growing up in this castle, exploring its many rooms and passageways. Beautiful embroidered tapestry hanging from every wall, and eventually being crowned as ruler of this peaceful realm. An entire life hidden in a bundle of memories which aren't really yours. Hello there, you hear a voice behind you. Having trouble? The silhouette of a man interrupts your view of the castle, and he reaches out a hand to help you to your feet. You take the stranger's hand and stand up, wondering why the dream has sent him to you. I was trying to fly, you answer, sheepishly. Oh, he replies, smiling. Flying is easy. His feet lift off the grass, and he hovers a few feet in the air. See, he says, and flies up to the top branch of a nearby tree. All you have to do is see yourself flying, and the dream will do the rest. Now you try. Come up here to this highest branch. You visualize yourself raising up toward the highest branch of the tree. It draws nearer, very slowly, and finally you grab hold of one of the lower branches to pull yourself up. You keep an intention of making it to the highest branch, but seem to be hovering more than flying. At last, you pull yourself up to meet the stranger. The top branch is a bit taller than the 2-story house beside which it grows, and the stranger floats over and lands upon the thatch roof. It's okay, he says, patiently. Sometimes the easiest thing can be the hardest to achieve. You steady yourself on the branch and take in the view. To the left is the castle with its majestic presence high on the hill. Around you, the 2 jagged mountains protect the village on both sides, like 2 tall, mighty hands of the earth itself. Wow, what a dream! Here, the stranger says from atop the thatch roof. Suddenly, you feel a bit of weight on your back, and look behind you to find 2 large, feathered wings, arched and ready to fly. Try that, he says. Sometimes we need a tool to help us visualize our goals. Your wings flex in anticipation as you look closer at this kind stranger. He is tall and thin, with long golden locks of hair which rests upon his shoulders. He is dressed as one would if they were to live in this fantasy type of village. And you are thankful to the dream for providing a helper. You have never had wings before, but somehow you know exactly how to use them. Your knees bend, and your powerful wings lift you off the tree in one mighty leap. At first, you can only look upwards, towards the bright, sapphire sky. The clouds draw nearer and nearer, and for the first time, you realize just how beautiful they are. Like small islands of pure white, fluffy cotton. The fact that the dream has replicated the image of a cloudy sky in such unparalleled beauty is a pure joy to experience. It makes you regret not taking the time to see this in real life, when that sky is always available. You can't see them, but your wings are flapping strong behind you, lifting you up with every beat. You take a deep breath and allow yourself to look down. The village is now far below you, and you are a bit higher than the twin peaks which surround it on both sides. You can even see your castle sitting high on its hill. Your heart feels so light and free as you breathe slow and soft. It is important to stay calm and not get too excited while lucid dreaming, or you will wake up too early. Given the situation, this is no small feat. You hear another pair of wings beating powerfully beside you. And suddenly, you see the helpful stranger flying with a pair of large feathered wings of his own. "It looks like you are getting the hang of it," he says with a smile. "Well then, follow me." The man dives back down toward the village, and you follow behind. After entering the crevice of the two jagged mountains, the two of you straighten out and fly toward the horizon and away from the castle. You feel a rush of wind as it caresses your face. You can see the village still some distance below, with its auburn and golden rooftops and cobblestone streets. The mountains crawl past you on both sides. You decide to leave the stranger's sight for a moment and fly to the side of the mountain on your right. Your wings carry you effortlessly. You stretch out your hand and slide it across the face of the mountain. It feels cool and hard and scratches your hand with its rocky surface. You rejoin the stranger, and the two of you fly out through the other end of the Twin Peaks and past the village completely. Wide open fields and green pastures welcome you, sprawling out as far as you can see. The two of you fly and fly until you look back, and the mountains are but a tiny speck behind you. A herd of wild horses run like the wind across the green field below you, towards a rushing stream a few miles away on your left. The two of you fly for what feels like forever, until you reach the beginning of a very large, ancient forest. In the distance, you see a giant tree, which towers above the rest by at least 3 times their height. The stranger reaches this tree first, and you land beside him on what appears to be a long wooden balcony jutting out of the side of the tree, directly below the canopy. A very large, round window sits over the balcony, giving a peek inside to a big, spacious cabin in the giant trunk of the tree. Below the window is an ornate wooden door, lined around the edges with intricate carvings of leaves and twigs. You turn to the stranger and notice that both of your wings have disappeared. One question has been burning at you since meeting him. Just who are you, you ask, unable to bear it anymore. The stranger smiles. You know the answer, he says, and turns around to face the forest. He puts his hands on the wooden rail of the balcony and breathes in the fresh, clean air. This is a dream after all, he says. It's your dream, and everything within it is you. This great tree, the green forest around us, the horses running free and untamed, your castle and its village. It's all you. He turns to look at you and smiles. I am you, and in the same way, you are me. So, you reply, trying to piece this together. Is it possible that I am not dreaming you, but that you could be dreaming of me? I'll put it this way, he says, with a wink. Strangers come and go and can often provide much needed help. But the only one who can teach you to fly is you. And with that, the man disappears, leaving you standing alone on the thin, wooden balcony of this giant tree. This is where your dream will take over. As part of this dream incubation exercise, you will think of what to do next and visualize it happening. Will you take off in flight once more? Or explore the unknown depths of this giant tree? Or you can just let go and see what happens. If nothing happens and you rest in silence, that's okay too.